So at this point, I'm working in Las Vegas and I'm doing pretty well for myself getting gigs. But then my wife gets a job offer in Tennessee. When we went to go have the meeting for her, the gentleman that we were talking to looks at me and says, "I'm sorry, we don't have anything for you." I told him it's okay, that we're here for my wife. Besides, I've already started talking to some of the other shows in town. He kind of looked at me a little puzzled and said, "But that's our competition." I told him, "Listen, if you don't give me a job, someone else will." About 15 minutes after that meeting was over, he called my wife and told her that they would like to make me an offer as well. Ironically, a couple weeks later, I received a phone call from a friend in Paris. He said that he was working with the Buffalo Bill show at Disneyland and that he thinks that I would do really well there. I told him that sounds great, but I just signed a year contract to perform in Tennessee. Besides, I don't know anything about cowboying. He told me, "Well, you're moving to Tennessee, right? Well, learn everything you can, and if you like, a year from now, we'll still have a job waiting for you." When we moved to Tennessee, the show was called Lumberjack Adventure, but then it changed to Smoky Mountain Adventure. Halfway through that year, I was doing pretty well, starting to learn how to be an acrobat, but my wife really liked it in Tennessee. So the idea of moving to Paris was starting to get out. However, during that time, I was practicing a bunch of cowboy skills, so I figured it would be something I'd pursue as well. But at the end of that year, they had a job for my wife, but not for myself. It's okay, because if they don't need me, somebody else will. I immediately found a job working for another show in town called Stampede. There I was able to utilize my cowboy skills, but to be honest with you, I don't feel like they used me the right away. Because someone else wanted me in Nashville, well, I decided to lend my talents to them. Besides working on my contract in Nashville, I started making other business contacts and started getting corporate events as well. By the time that summer was up, the same show that had once told me that they didn't need me, well, they decided to ask me to come back. But at this point, it was called Celebration. I joined them for the Christmas season, and the very next year, they were going to change the show to called Pirate's Voyage. Originally, I was asked to be an actor and to get that show off and running. Well, I got that show off and running, but the acting part, well, it kind of fell through. Because I wasn't going to be an actor, well, I decided at this point, since I've already done so many different things, well, perhaps it's just time for me to move on and to start learning how to run everything myself. Now, around the time that I received the offer to go to Nashville, I actually found out that my wife was expecting. And during the time I was in Celebration was when our son Xavier was born. Immediately following that, I actually went to Myrtle Beach to help Pirates start to get off their feet so they can bring it to Pigeon Forge. During this time, some of the many contacts that I made in Tennessee actually started asking me for help as well. One of which was my friend Robert, who actually gave me the opportunity to perform on the streets in Gatlinburg. When I first got that offer, some people did say, "Well, you used to work in stadiums and arenas, large theaters. Now you're going to go work on the streets?"